Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news, so fans, hold on to your hats because the NFL rumor mill is buzzing with a story that could shake up the entire NFC West and might just be the kind of move that defines the Seahawks' future. We're talking about the potential trade of none other than Travis Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs' superstar tight end, heading north to the Emerald City. Now I know what you're probably thinking, Kelce in a Seahawks uniform. It sounds like a Hollywood movie, but the whispers are getting louder and the details, well, they're pretty intriguing. The Chiefs, currently sitting at 5-3, are in a tight spot financially. With just around $3.5 million in cap space and the looming need to extend Patrick Mahomes' contract, they're looking at tough decisions. The Chiefs have some big names on defense, like Trent McDuffie, who's set to hit the cap for a hefty $27 million next year. And with the defense allowing around 25 points per game, they're feeling the pressure to get more flexible financially. They're also a bit uncertain about their tight end position after some injuries and inconsistent performances, particularly with Pacheco's injury issues. So the idea is that they might be willing to part ways with Kelce in exchange for significant draft capital, specifically a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2027. This move would give them some much-needed cap relief, around $14 million, and allow them to draft young players to bolster their defense and protect Mahomes better. But fans, what's truly fascinating is what this could mean for the Seahawks. If this trade goes through, Kelce would be stepping into a Seattle offense that's been steadily improving, especially with Geno Smith leading the charge. Seattle has been looking for that extra piece to push them over the edge in the red zone, and Kelce, with his precise route running, hands, and ability to create mismatches, could be exactly that. Picture him lining up in the slot or split out wide, causing headaches for defenders and opening up more space for DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Kelce's ability to find soft spots in coverage and convert critical third downs could elevate Seattle's offensive efficiency by a significant margin. We're talking about an extra 900 yards projected for the year, a boost of around 17% in EPA per pass attempt, and a noticeable increase in third down conversions, something that the Seahawks desperately need to stay competitive. Now, Kelce's stats are nothing short of remarkable. At 36, he's still playing at an all-pro level with a PFF grade of 83, one so far in 2025. He's caught 52 passes for 610 yards and 4 touchdowns, all while maintaining an impressive catch rate of 74.2%. His yards after catch average is around 50 yards per reception, and his EPA per target is 0.29, showing how impactful he still is on every snap. His hands are as reliable as ever, and his route running, especially in the middle of the field, remains elite. Kelce's experience and leadership would bring a veteran presence to the Seahawks' locker room, and his ability to perform in clutch moments could be a game-changer in the playoffs. But of course, it's not just about what Kelce brings on the field. It's about the strategic shift. The Seahawks, with their current roster, have been a solid team, but adding a player of Kelce's caliber could turn them into serious contenders for a deep playoff run. The odds of winning the Super Bowl, which are currently around plus 800, could jump to plus 500 if this move materializes, reflecting how much faith the betting markets would place in this revamped Seahawks squad. The boost in offensive efficiency, especially in critical moments, could elevate Geno Smith's performance and take some pressure off the running game led by Kenneth Walker III, who's been very productive with a 4.7 yards per carry average. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade would resemble the kind of bold moves made by teams aiming to shake up their roster and make a serious push. Think about how Gronkowski's trade in 2020 helped stabilize the Bucs' attack, adding over 160 yards in red zone per game. Kelce, at this stage of his career, still has that same kind of impact, and Seahawks fans would love to see him in Navy in action. The potential for him to create mismatches and be a reliable target in high-pressure situations could be the missing piece to unlock the Seahawks' full offensive potential. Plus, his presence would undoubtedly boost the Seahawks' chances in third and short situations, an area where they've struggled at times, and help extend drives that keep the defense fresh and the scoreboard ticking. From a defensive standpoint, this trade might seem counterintuitive at first glance, but it's all about balancing the team. The Seahawks have been solid on defense, and while they might not be looking to overhaul that side, the added offensive firepower could take some of the pressure off the defense, allowing them to play more aggressively and focus on creating turnovers. Seattle has been strong against the run with Kenneth Walker III, who's been explosive, but adding a receiving weapon like Kels could stretch defenses even further, opening up running lanes and making the Seahawks more unpredictable. Now, talking about the playoff picture, the Seahawks are in a good spot, but they need every advantage they can get. The addition of Kels could push them from a solid contender to a real threat. The Seahawks are already in the hunt, with a team that's been showing resilience, and this kind of move could be the catalyst that propels them into the upper echelon of NFC teams. If the Seahawks can pull this off, it would demonstrate their willingness to be aggressive and invest in their championship window. Of course, there are skeptics, especially among Chiefs fans and analysts who see Kels's age and injury history. He's coming off a knee injury in Week 4 as potential issues. But for Seahawks fans, this isn't just about adding a player. It's about making a statement. It's about showing that Seattle is serious about competing now and in the future. Kels's impact could be immediate, transforming the offense overnight and sending a message to the league that the Seahawks are all in on chasing another Super Bowl. In conclusion, if this trade happens, it's going to be one of those defining moments for the Seahawks, a move that could shape their legacy for years to come. It's a bold gamble, sure, but one that could pay off big time. For the Chiefs, it's a different story. They'd be looking to rebuild and retool, aiming to keep Mahomes happy and the cap situation under control. But for Seattle, bringing Kels into the fold could be the spark that ignites a deep playoff run and keeps the dream of another Super Bowl alive. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news.